It's an opportunity for something new to happen in the church. And there are a lot of Catholics, especially American Catholics, who are waiting for that. I'd like to see, first of all, a pope who will take the message of the Second Vatican Council very seriously and not try to roll it back, who might take collegiality, which is to say shared decision-making in the church, seriously, and perhaps even promote some democratization in the church. Mostly, I think what I hope for is a pope who will look at the human equality of all persons, including men and women, and make some changes in the structure of the church to bring women to full equality. What I keep wondering is, in this list of contenders for the papacy, if lurking there somewhere is John the 23rd. You know, John the 23rd was the pope that called the Second Vatican Council. But when he was elected, people thought, he's just going to be an interim pope. He's just going to keep the place dusted until we get somebody that we really want. And he called the council that brought the church into the modern world in the 20th century. So nobody expected that. I wonder, is there someone in that list of contenders that we don't know who might have a John the 23rd lurking inside him? The church is losing members in the United States. I mean, ex-Catholics, if they were their own denomination, are now the second largest denomination in the United States. That's a major problem for any pope to deal with. Plus, we've had the loss of Catholics in Western Europe for several decades. So I think this has to be looked at quite seriously. Something is not getting through when it comes to the basic message of the gospel. That certainly was a negative, the investigation and then the crackdown on the Leadership Conference of Women Religious, or American Nuns. And that's not finished. So one of the things that this particular papal election will tell us is, will the next pope finish it or discard that whole process? That's an open question at this point, I think. I think it will make a great deal of difference to Catholics who is selected, but it's impossible to say at the moment. The papacy is structured as an absolute monarchy. And so whoever is in that office can make sweeping changes just on his own. So it really does depend on the kind of person who is chosen, what kind of opportunities he sees to move in new directions, what kind of courage he has to change things. All those issues lay out there, and, you know, it can affect American Catholics in a big way. And I'd like to see a pope with a talent for good interfaith relations, and particularly with those of the other Abrahamic faiths, with Muslims and with Jews in the world. And I think that's extremely important in today's world, where literally the planet is so small, we have to get along.